Good morning. It is so early. But I am up and completely ready to go, and I even packed my lunch. So, yeah, off to work. We are off the bus, off the train. It only took me 45 minutes to get downtown instead of the usual 50 because we didn't stop along the way. And now we are headed to find a Starbucks because it is so early and I need coffee. First Starbucks I found was closed, so I am still on the hunt. It's also definitely a weekend down in this area of town because I am the only person here. I go by my middle name at Starbucks because it's easier than trying to explain to you. As always, I am 20 minutes early and the only one here so far, but that's okay. Back to the train. So a typical Saturday night for me is literally just coming home to having the house to myself, aside from Charlie, who is lurking somewhere. I thought about going to a movie tonight. A friend of mine invited me to go, and then I looked at, because I couldn't go with him, maybe going to one on my own. But it was either like 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and I can't get home after midnight, so I would have been stuck at the movie theater if it was even close to 2 hours. So I've changed into some comfy PJs and comfy socks. I'm going to make dinner and probably just hang out. So this is my taco salad. Maybe I should have taken a video when it still looked pretty. Good morning. I woke up earlier than planned because even when I'm allowed to sleep in, I apparently can't. But it's Sunday. Hello. So Sundays is the only day of the week that I consistently put on makeup because I love playing with makeup. But most days I have to be up at like 6 in the morning and I'm not putting on makeup at 6 in the morning. So my weird thing is that I always go one stop further than my church is because this is just such a beautiful area to walk down towards the church. Plus, the way the bus works on Sundays, I'm either half an hour early or half an hour late. I am home from church. My phone died, so it is currently plugged in. I'm going to give it probably an hour to charge. I'll do some work. Alright, once again, I'm waiting for the bus. What else is new in my life? But this time I am off on a run. It might seem weird that I'm getting on a bus to go for a run, but where I like to run is like a 30-minute bus ride away. I'm gonna keep going. I'm trying to hit 4 kilometers today. That's 3 kilometers. Now for my favorite part of the week, which is my really long shower. I was literally just getting ready for bed and I realized it's not even 5 o'clock. My Sunday nights look a lot like my Saturday nights. I just finished my leftover taco salad. I'm currently working on a video, and then I'm gonna transfer over to working on an essay. I have everything ready to go for tomorrow morning so that when I get up at another ungodly hour, but I am off to bed. I forgot to film when I got up, but I got up at 6:30 and then I'm now catching the bus at 7. Okay, now I have to rush to my first class because it took me like an hour to get in on the train and the bus. So I have 10 minutes to get to my next class, which is basically on the other side of campus. But luckily, the university has these sort of like overhead bridges, so I don't really have to walk outside and it makes it a little bit shorter. elevator headed to my next class. I'm starting to get tired and hungry and I really need to pee. And I'm really hoping that there is somewhere to plug my laptop in when I get to class because it was at like 2%. So I always go very far out of my way to try and find somewhere to film all these weird little vlogging sections. I'm very elusive on campus and don't like to talk to people and don't like people looking at me. And when you're talking to your phone, you often look a little crazy. I've been trying to film places where like people won't see me. But I just got out of my 4th class. I finally got to pee, which was probably the best part of my day because having 4 classes in a row, not being able to eat and not being able to stop and go to the washroom is a lot, especially when you start your day with a coffee. Phone's plugged in, I grabbed a snack, and I'm gonna do some work, and probably for an hour. My snack earlier was definitely not enough, so I am headed to get a smoothie. Finished my smoothie, and I had originally planned to just work on an essay for a while, but turns out my dancers actually want to finish the dance this week. It's our last week of class before the holiday break, so I figured I'd just clean everything, but I put a poll in our Facebook group and I guess they are ready and prepared to finish it, which means I have to choreograph now. I don't like Mondays because they are really long. Like I've been up since 6:30. Been at campus since like 8 o'clock and it is now 9:30 because the bus system is whack and doesn't get me home till 9:30. So it's kind of just a write-off and I'm just gonna make a can of soup and go straight to bed. Good morning. I realized how horrible I look today because I didn't put on makeup. Totally forgot to put like my necklace on, my watch on, everything like that. So attempting to make my favorite meal from high school, or like a version of my favorite meal from high school. So it's 6, which means I'm up. Just finished my first class of the day. I'm going to go and sit and do some work until my next one. So I have an hour to kill until I have to go and do tutoring for a boy. So I'm just hanging out, seeing my beautiful city. My phone died at tutoring, but I'm home now. For the rest of the night, I'm just going to warm up some dinner that I made yesterday, and I have some work to do on an essay and a personal project. Yeah, very boring. Thursdays are one of the 2 days a week I get to sleep in. I get to sleep till 8, so I got up, got dressed really quick, and now I'm catching the bus. My second Thursday class is always really short, so I am done super early, but because it is a Thursday, I also have dance tonight, so like a lot of my days, I'm going to go and stake out a spot and sit and eat and work for a while. I missed the bus I was supposed to take, so it is 10:30 and I'm just getting home and I have to be at work in the morning. So I am so glad that I have food made because I'm going to eat and go literally straight to bed. I am back at the bus stop. Literally, what else is new? Headed off to a shift, full day shift to work. I didn't sleep well last night because I've been listening to a podcast that is ghost stories, and I'm a little superstitious, so that was, yeah. So my day is finally over. It was long. Went to work, hung out with a friend after work, just did some general work and tidying and stuff when I got home. And now I'm going to bed, and I would love to say that it's like the end of my week, but realistically my weeks don't end till Sunday. So I will work again tomorrow and then finally get a day off. So just a note from editor me. I obviously didn't show much from work, and the reason for that is that when I'm at work, that's what I need to be doing, that's where my focus needs to be, and also just because I'm a guide, I don't feel comfortable filming in the buildings or at work, and like everyone knows what I do because I talk about it all the time. I never shut up about my job. I love it so much, and if you want to know more about what I do, I was actually recently in the guide recruitment videos, so I will link those, the French and the English version, down below so that you at least sort of get a peek into my work world, but you'll have noticed it's not actually in the video itself. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, because I was going through this and I noticed I spend a lot of time at the bus stop, so I actually sat down and calculated how much time I spent on public transport, and I spend approximately 11 hours on the bus. The bus and the train, like my commute. I spent about 11 hours commuting, which is crazy. Alright, thanks for tuning in for a week in my life, which sometimes is crazy. But that's all. Bye, sunshines.